sure what to do here. All right, Rick, I want to hear both of your arguments. I will be the unbiased judge who doesn't really know much about the Teenage Mutant Turtles. So, Rick, I'm going to start with you. I will let you know when you are done, and then Adam can do his argument, and we could do some rebuttals. So, Rick, take it away.
All right, I actually wrote this. I don't know if this is going to take a minute, so give me as long as this takes.
Oh, Lord.
It won't be bad. Okay.
Minus 10 points.
What?
10 points to Gryffindor.
So let's just imagine you're a kid in the streets of New York, and Shredder finds you on the street, starving and with abusive parents, maybe no parents at all. He brings you to an enormous warehouse lair, not with the promise of candy, but he has unlimited free pizza.
Your argument's already falling apart there.
Yeah.
Arcade games, pool tables, skate ramps, and basketball hoops, cigarettes, a bunch of other kids who instantly become your new friend. A strict no hard drugs rule. A badass father figure who teaches you discipline, ninja skills, and gives you purpose. All you have to do in return is steal some stereos and TVs at night, right? Like, let's put it this way.
And follow a guy in cosplay to a warehouse.
when you're watching the chair company, the corporations are the bad guys, right?
Sure.
I mean, this directly correlates. The corporations, listen, they're not killing anybody. They're harmlessly feeding themselves by stealing stereos, right? Then one night, a gang of 4 giant talking turtles and a huge rat break in and beat the living crap out of you and all your new brothers with zero hesitations. Burn the place down and call the cops so you get arrested or sent back to your shitty homes or to juvenile hall. Yeah, when you watch it as an adult, this Footclan straight up runs the coolest, most effective youth outreach program in the city, and the heroes are just vigilante mutants who wreck it because one reporter lady lost her VCR. Footclan, misunderstood heroes, saving at-risk youth. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, violent mutants enforcing the status quo. Change my mind.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Adam.
man. I don't know. I felt like he argued the point for me. Like, again, to get all this stuff, these sweet arcade machines, the skateboarding, the cigarettes, everything, you just got to follow a strange man dressed with knives on himself into a warehouse. Like, hey, kid, come here. I'll help you out. Like, this is how 90% of NCIS shows start, okay? So, first of all, there's that. Second of all, I would argue that he's recruiting them to be criminals, which he is. Let's see. These are troubled teens who obviously need parent figures, which I know you're saying Shredder provides, but I mean, they need like real parent figures, not a guy who's like, hey, come here, I'm going to teach you how to do some karate, okay? That's not a good parent. You need somebody who's going to sit there and be like, listen, man, like you kind of fucked up, you got an F on your test, like, you know, you're losing your PlayStation for a week, okay? You know, you need somebody who's going to set boundaries. That's how you're going to make them into better people. I don't feel like they're going to come out of the Footclan having stolen a bunch of stereos and VCRs and be like, you know what? I'm ready for that corporate job. I don't think it's just going to be a thing. The recruitment process for it is ridiculous because you go into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and they bring, what's-his-face? I know Rick will correct me on this later. They bring what's-his-face to the warehouse and they're like, hey, so we're going to throw the smoke bomb and you got to remove all these bells from this dummy without making a sound. And it's like, who in the fuck can do that without proper ninja training? Like, he had to get Raphael to help him do that. That's a crazy recruiting process, okay? I don't feel like he received much training. There wasn't a lot going on. I don't know. Skateboarding without helmets or protective gear. They're going all over those half pipes, okay? Where's the parent figure? Why isn't Shredder saying, listen, Put on your goddamn helmets, okay? Like, that's not a good parent figure. Again, how many kids broke their arm? That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, okay? I haven't even gotten to the Ninja Turtles yet. I'm just talking about how shitty the Footclan is. They're essentially a cult. They're following a cult leader who's like, I'm your father. And it's like, yeah, okay, I've heard this one before, Jeff Jones or John Jones, whatever your name was. Jeffrey Jones, the guy from Beetlejuice that we don't talk about anymore. Jim. Okay, Jim Jones. See, they're basically like any other gang, except they do karate. Pretty much it can only end with all of them being arrested or getting killed, which I'm pretty sure the end of the first Ninja Turtles ends with most of them being arrested. And they're following a leader who's just trying to settle a vendetta against the Ninja Turtles and Splinter. Now, the argument I would make that the Turtles are the good guys is, in the very first scene that we see in the Ninja Turtles, April is being chased down by these Footclan guys we assume they want her purse because it's kind of a movie for kids. Not really, but kind of. But like, what else could they have done? The Ninja Turtles show up, beat the crap out of them. And they're like, cool, let's take this lady. Not a great way to do it, but they take this lady with them. And they're like, hey, we'll keep you safe. So already they're jumping in and being like, hey, we're going to stop this gang violence shit that's going on. So, then a lot of times it's the Footclan that's instigating the shit, Like when they are at April's apartment after Splinter gets taken, they're at April's
He's
apartment
going
and
way
they're just
longer
hanging
than
out.
me. I'm just saying.
Listen, I've got a lot of points here to make. Let me finish, sir. But anyways, I'll make this my last point. They're at April's apartment, and they're kind of hiding out there and everything, not bothering anybody. Raphael goes and does a little karate up on the roof, and then the Footclan come and jump him, fucking 30-1, not even fair odds, and throw him through a window, and they're like, we're going to beat the shit out of these Ninja Turtles. They weren't even bothering anybody. If they had left them alone, they wouldn't even come after the Footclan right then. Maybe later, but not then. I'm just saying, they're the instigators for sure.
I have
So.
a question for Rick to give me his opinion since he thinks that they're good. How is this helping these troubled teens to secure a job in the future that doesn't involve criminal activity?
They're teaching the kids how to survive.
Okay,
That's what they're
so
doing.
right.
Number
But
one, did you not know Master Splinter's name?
What? No, I know Mr. Splinter's name. Why? What did I say?
Oh, the bell scene? Wasn't that Master Splinter doing it with the turtles?
The
no,
bell
I
scene?
don't
No.
think he was involved.
With the bell scene when he's training the turtles?
No, that was the Footclan.
Yeah, it was the Footclan with the bells. That was the Footclan had what's his face?
I was thinking of Ninja Turtles 2 where he was doing the thing with the bells in Secret of the Ooze.
He had to remove
Well, yeah,
the
that's what I was
bells.
talking about. Yeah, he had to remove the bells from the dummy. That was the Footclan making him do that. And then they throw the smoke bomb, and Raphael comes running in and gets all the bells and puts them in
there was
his
a
arm.
scene in Ninja Turtles 2 that had to do with that too.
That
That's
was
why I
the
was wondering
scene,
what you're talking
I
about.
thought.
Anyways,
But I go back to my original question. How is stealing stereos and VCRs setting them up for success in the future?
Who do you
Because
think the richest people in the world are? How do you think they started?
well, probably not having a rap sheet at the age of 12 because they followed a guy into a
They had a rap
warehouse.
sheet because the Ninja Turtles didn't mind their own business. They were just trying to make sure April got home safe. What?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure they kidnapped her.
I'd assume to steal her purse, meaning he doesn't know what they're really doing.
the other implication was the R word. Okay.
But another implication was making sure she got home safe. You ever see those videos of the dude chasing the girl? Like he's got the camera and he's chasing running after the girl, and then he's going back to his face, and he's like just making sure she gets home safe. That's what kids do. They do these pranks. I mean, they're boys.
I don't think this was a
He's
prank.
letting the boys listen. Jason Momoa. He lets his kids get dirty and break stuff and scream. He lets those kids run wild. All right. And you should relate to that because you're a DC, simp. That's what they call him. You're a DC simp. He's just a father, just like Jason Momoa. But
I think you're wrong.
I guarantee you, you think the richest people in the world are not tied to the mafia?
Okay, but
Nobody's arguing that.
yeah, being tied to, but actually doing are completely different. So
You don't think the richest people in the world are actually doing? I said, where do you think the richest people in the world got started?
See,
I
I
don't
would
think
equate
the Foot Clan.
I would equate the Foot Clan to being more of
No.
like a cartel.
There you go.
They're a gang. They're
That's not good.
What's
That's
happening
bad.
in Mexico right now?
What's happening in Mexico?
You know, there's riots going on, like huge Gen Z riots going on.
Yeah, I mean, we're bombing the shit out of their drug boats.
You know
That's
why?
fine.
Because they know now that the president and the government is paid off by the cartel, and they're sick of it.
Well, yeah, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. But yet, all of a sudden, the richest people in the world that are very much tied to government aren't tied to the cartel, and we're never in the cartel. Come on now. Who's the president? A billionaire. Who's in control?
I don't know
I-
what that has. I don't think that equates to the Foot
Yeah.
Clan. The Foot Clan's
Yeah.
a gang.
Yeah, they're just a
Gang
gang
cults.
that are stealing and
They
I mean, you could
start. You don't think the Foot Clan? The Foot Clan has ties to the Daredevil and the Hand.
I'm just saying. Well, yes, I know that. I'm aware.
You
But
think powerful people aren't in the Hand?
I know there's powerful people in the hand, but they're not recruiting people to be like badass ninjas. They're basically cannon
No,
fodder.
because
I mean,
the Foot Clan's bottom tier.
the only time the Foot Clan even injures a Ninja Turtle is when they gang up on them like 40-1.
But the Ninja Turtles are the ones that got in their business.
They didn't
That's
get in
why
their
they're
business.
the bad guys.
They stopped them
They're
from
trying
hurting
to-
people.
They put these kids in juvenile when all this guy's trying to do. It's really the richest people in the world are the ones doing it anyways, because the black market keeps things balanced.
They kidnapped and tortured Master Splinter.
But
He was an
again,
old rat. minding his own
because they kept
business.
sticking their nose in the Ninja Turtles business. What do you expect them to do? Oh yeah, just keep getting our kids arrested.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
yeah,
don't
no.
steal things.
You
I
Yeah,
don't know.
don't be a criminal.
But they're stealing for the people who own the store.
That's not okay.
It is because the person who owns the store is the one paying them to do it.
I
But
don't
that-
remember this.
That's not okay still. That's still stealing.
It's not stealing. They have permission to do it.
They have permission to okay, but just because I were to look at someone and be like, listen, you have my permission, go steal this from someone. Like,
No,
that
you're
doesn't make
stealing
it
from
okay.
me. Go to my store, break a window, and take some stereos. That's consent.
But they're not stealing from themselves. They're stealing
You
from the
totally
other
did not
people.
follow anything I said.
I don't think I am, because they're just like they're robbing people. They're stealing things.
They're not.
I'm pretty sure that Big Tobacco is not connected to the Foot Clan. Okay, they're stealing all those
yourself.
cigarettes.
Suit yourself.
I
Yeah,
think your argument falls apart.
yeah, I think. Well, like Adam said, I think it was when you follow a man covered in knives into a warehouse. That's where it falls apart. So I'm going to give this one to Adam. You can shake your head all you want, but
Winner!
I'll remember this.